Hi everyone, Bob Burg back with another interview today in Orlando, Florida at the Brock/Carr residence. And this is Terry Brock's great library behind me, and you should see the rest of it. It's terrific. And I'm honored to have Dr. Joachim de Posada with me today. Now, for baseball fans, by the way, you may remember not a de Posada, but a Posada.
Yeah, he was de Posada.
Yeah.
They took the DE away.
Yeah, and that's, I'm trying to remember his first name now.
Jorge.
Jorge Posada, for the catcher for the Yankees, who was a terrific ball player, and your cousins.
Yes, my cousin, yeah.
Well, talent apparently runs in the de Posada family. Dr. Joachim de Posada is a hugely best-selling author, as in the millions and millions and millions of books, not only in the USA, but around the world, most notably in South Korea, where another one of his books, which has sold a few million copies there, just hit 500,000 pre-sold.
Yes, the last one, yes.
And that's a terrific honor.
Thank you.
Well, you know, your favorite book of mine is called Don't Eat the Marshmallow Yet. And it's a funny title, but
Excuse me, Randy Gage here. I thought this was your favorite book.
This is my favorite book when I'm interviewing Randy Gage, who is also with us at the Brock/Carr residence. But since I'm interviewing Joachim and his fist is closer to my face, I figure it's safer for me to say, this is my and so,
That's so funny.
and so it's not that funny. And so, no, actually it is. Anyway, so the premise of this book is not only that self-discipline is a good thing, but delayed gratification can be the difference between two people of equal intelligence, equal innate talent, and equal in many other natural abilities,
Absolutely.
one being successful and one not. Tell us about that.
Exactly. Well, the book was written following the famous experiment in Stanford, where they took 4-year-old kids, 643 children, all by themselves, in a room, one by one, with a marshmallow. And then they would tell the child, Johnny or Mary, I'm going to leave you here with a marshmallow. I'll come back in 15 minutes. If the marshmallow is here when I come back, you get 2. If you eat it, you get nothing else. So to tell a 4-year-old kid to wait 15 minutes, it's like saying, you know what, let's have coffee in 4 hours. It's a long time. So what happened? Door closes, 2 out of 3, ate the marshmallow. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 2 out of 3 ate the marshmallow. 1 out of 3 already understood what is the most important factor for success, which is self-discipline, the ability to delay gratification. That one child out of 3 would not eat the marshmallow. They would smell it, put it back. They would look at their skirts and then pants that go under the table. They would do anything except eat that marshmallow because I understood. If I sacrifice now, I'll get more later. 15 years later, follow-up study, and what did they find? 100% of the children that had not eaten the marshmallow, good grades in college, the entrance exam 213 points higher than the kids that ate the marshmallow, and they were doing great. The kids that ate the marshmallow, a lot of them never made it to college. They were working low-paying jobs, delivering pizzas, fixing cars, stuff that doesn't pay much. They were highly in debt. Some made it to university and dropped out. Some were in the university with bad grades. Just a few had changed. Something changed them, and just a few were doing good. So I said, this is such an important principle that, by the way, not only applies to individuals, it applies to companies. It applies to nations, to countries. If we spend more than what we earn, we go bankrupt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let me ask a question, because this is, I think, it's almost intuitive that people with self-discipline and who can delay gratification would be more successful. It may not be so intuitive that it makes that big a difference. And in the story, you really made you brought it out about two people who were very similar.
Very similar.
And yet one, was the person who in high school drove the clunker. Exactly. And the other one, worked, but spent all his money in the car and had a history of doing this. As you said, he was in debt. Can an adult, and this is what I think is so important a question, can an adult who has not shown that ability to delay gratification, can they start now and develop that trait?
Absolutely. The first thing they have to do is, of course, try to pay your debts. Pay your debts, bring them down and pay them. And the second, just save 10%. 10% of whatever you make. Put it away. Don't look at it. Don't see it as if you never had it. And you could be doing $1 a day okay, when you're 18. When you're 65, you would have $500,000. So it's simply a matter of discipline, and most people don't.
Now, one other question, and you do talk about this in the book, and I think this is important. You're not saying don't ever eat the marshmallow.
Absolutely not. You have to eat a lot of marshmallows because you have to live life. You have to have fun. You have to do a lot of stuff. Simply don't eat all of them. And don't eat more than the ones you have.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations on all your success. My second favorite book here today, after Randy Gage's Why You're Dumb, Sick, and Broke, is Don't Eat the Marshmallow Yet. Dr. Joachim Posada, a psychologist and international speaker, just spoke on TED, and he's just all over the place, and he's a really great guy as well. Website information?
Yes, JoachimDePosada.com.
Okay, and from the Brock /Carr residence, I'm Bob Burg, wishing you a great